And that's what naturopathy is working in harmony with nature and its laws. Because you don't buck nature's laws, because it'll come back at you and kick your butt. And we've been bucking nature's laws with the way we've been eating. We've been eating omnivorish, which is not a Homo sapien diet. Anthropology has suggested that in the past, but new anthropology is working a way out of that, understanding the Homo sapien is a tropical species, meaning a more frugivore species. Not difficult to come to those conclusions, quite frankly. We're a product of our chemistry, whether we've ingested it or however, and we're a product of that. So what we eat, drink, breathe, and what we put on our skin, we're a product of that. That's simple. Of course, that's flipped us into the emotions and all that karma, the emotions and mind and this whole thing. But if we understand creation, and that's why I think it's real important, no matter what religion you belong to, no matter what spiritual teaching you belong to, really understand how creation is put together. And we know how creation is put together, at least somewhat. So that's important to understand the different worlds or the different realms or the different heavens or the different bodies or the different dimensions. Doesn't matter what word we use here, but you are so much more than you realize. And people have to get with that. Who they are really as the soul, as the consciousness, and then the bodies they use to create dimension, to create activity, to create something other than oneself. You know that famous saying, that alone exists. And that simply means that there's only God that exists. So what's all this then? Oh, this is TONIMT 84. Love the tiger with the thing. Hi, Dr. Morris. When will it be possible to get your formulas from Europe? You can order them anytime you want. We're all through Europe. We're all through Europe. We have clients in about literally every country out there. We do. Sorry, China, but there is people trying to get herbs into your country, but. I think everybody needs to get on the healing board. I don't care if it's China, Russia, whoever it is. But I don't think there's too many countries we don't have clients burning herbs. Some of the countries that the government didn't want the people to have the freedom that they should have, like Germany and Sweden, and they signed up on the Codex, the World Health Organization, little baby. I want to own you and control you and reduce the population by 90% association. Then it's hard to get herbs into those countries. Unfortunate. I think all countries have to understand it's about the people, not about the World Bank. It's about the people. World Bank never learned that, and yet it's people that probably run the World Bank till they get those, the new robots, the real self-thinking robots. Far Above Rubies. I haven't talked to this lady in a while. Beautiful name. Far Above Rubies. How beautiful is that? Natural Health College. Hello, Dr. Morris. I attend the Dr. Morris ND College of Natural Health every day by way of your YouTube videos. I think this is an excellent way to learn, and what we'll do is we'll definitely start recording some of the clients that are willing to have their stuff up. Well, a ton of our clients are totally into privacy things, and we're told that. But there's some that don't care. Me, myself, I wouldn't care. Hey, look, I've got a cancerous growth here. Look at this. This is the education, and I really would like to see more of that. Remember I showed you that tumor yesterday? These are the things we're in. We're right into the soup of things, and I think it would be a good training to have situations, different cases up on the YouTube. I'd like to turn this totally into a like she says, into a school, and kind of expand my detoxification school around this, because there has to be education at these levels, and people shouldn't have to pay for so much of that. And so, everything costs. Sitting and having somebody put herbs in a box and wrap it up costs. The box costs, the wrapping costs, everything costs. And I don't think people understand the level of that. That everything we do here, everything costs. This water costs to drink it. And there's just everything. The pin costs that I burn up like crazy. I burn more pins up than Carter's got pills. That was no Indiana statement, Carter, when those are pills. Let's see. I have learned so much. Oh, thanks so much, Far Above Rubies. Thank you so much. I'll get a little deeper in anatomy and physiology one of these days. I'm not ready yet for that and all this, but I will give you a little abbreviated journey down the body someday, and we'll get into the different organs and glands, their role, their jobs. Because keep it simple, the body isn't that complex, and yet it's more complex than we can even understand. So we can't go down that road until we're so far above this world we can see it all. So we have to, when you're in the mix, you have to kind of be observant, and you'll see more. I will watch them all. Thank you so much, sweetheart. You're a good gal there. Also, I've been looking into the college, Kingdom College of Natural Health, because I am going to become a naturopathic doctor, master herbalist, iridologist. Yeah, honey. There's a big hug to you. How are we doing?
Good.
Good.
Just want to make sure
You need him?
No, I just want to make sure everything's good.
That's good.
All right.
It's good. I'd like to know if you are familiar with this. I am not familiar with this college. Matter of fact, I've been so busy in my practice and working with people, I really haven't, looked so much out into the outer world, because I've done so much of that previously, and it's just so many machines and so many things, and this hurts people and that hurts people and all this stuff. It's like, nah. The simple approach always works. We've seen chiropractor after, and I have a lot of chiropractic friends, and I love them dearly. But some of them get into these machines. And I've trained some of these chiropractors, one guy in particular. I helped him with a pancreatic cancer and a breast cancer. Cured them both. So in terms of not diseases, but in terms of getting the body healthy and then them not having that trouble anymore.
Yeah.
So, and he was one of the top chiropractors of the country. The biggest chiropractic clinic in the country. He's the one that made standard process kind of what it is. And but when he started using his machines, he had 10,000 MDs in Australia, and they were, I think it was like 10,000. And he had a man that wanted him to come over and teach these MDs about this level of detoxification and all this. And he instead sent this man over that has this machine that analyzes and stuff, and it's such a funky thing, and it doesn't work. And so he lost his ability to heal, and then he went to school and became a medical doctor. Got to be careful about trying to cram too much in the intellectual side, because you'll start losing the simplistic side, and then you'll lose your ability to heal, and that's just what's happened. Yeah. So then we get the clients from the person. It's like, no, keep your ability to heal. Don't let anybody take you off your consciousness. Don't let anybody pull, because they'll try. That's the nature of the world you live in. You're gaining your spiritual awareness. You're gaining your knowingness and your strength. Now you're going to have all these little people biting on that. The Dorian writers of the world will be biting on that, because they don't realize they've become channels for some of these negative forces. So they come biting on that. It's okay to believe in that, but when you tear people apart like that, you've stepped over the line. And then when you start slandering, that becomes a criminal offense. So you have to be real careful here. And the problem is that everybody has their opinions. Okay. What works in clinical practice? I can only tell you what works in this clinic and what we've done for 40 years, and the proof is worldwide. We've got so many people out of pain and out of their cancers by focusing on their health issues as opposed to their illusionary diseases. So yeah, go to school. Naturopathic doctor, good, but there's so much misconception. Naturopathic doctors now have gotten themselves into high protein diets, and I had a lady come in, actually two clients in the last month that's been to naturopaths, put them on high protein diets. They all were sicker and worse, and they finally found me and came to me, and it's like, oh, well, that was an insult to our naturopathic brethren who are trying to do well, and then you have these naturopaths. Never in naturopathy was high protein ever taught, ever. If Bastyr and Southwest is doing it, then they're losing they should become medical colleges and forget naturopathy. This is the thing that's out there, and I don't know. The only thing I can do is we build ourselves up as a group and as a powerful a powerful one, and that we change the way that way, because I don't know any other way. I think people should become herbalists, and I think you got a great idea, Fire Above Rubies. You should always get your herbal degrees. They're easy to get, and understanding that herbs are going to be where it's at. You see that already. You've experienced them. I've said this for years. It's not going to be about pharmacology anymore. It's too dangerous. People are getting killed. One day these pharmaceutical companies, people, there are ones already being criminally charged in France or in one of these places. And I felt that should have been happening a long time ago. When you're killing all these people, let's say you kill 200 or 300 people per drug. Is that acceptable? See, and some drugs kill thousands of people. But it's within that margin of kill ratios that they have. There's no kill ratio that's acceptable to me. Yes, somebody's going to die once in a while, of course. That's the nature of the planet. But when we're making chemicals, and we're you know, they should be held accountable. They're going to hold me accountable for my herbs. So my opinion is, get your iridology for sure, and get your botanical degrees for sure. Get 2 or 3 of them. I've got 3 or 4 of them, and I got a bunch of them sitting there to finish up. Yeah, get a bunch of them. That way you have different opinions for different herbal schools, and then you know, you'll have what you need, and then you'll know about detoxing, and you just add that together. You don't have to spend a lot of years going to school, because you see how quick you can learn this. You're a good girl, honey. I've been into health nutrition since 1993, and very intensively since 2002. After being diagnosed with MS in 2002, I've always known instinctively that God put the cure for all diseases in His earth. You're right on, sweetheart. But just don't know exactly. Well, again, with that MS, this is Kendra. Kendra, you know you're on the herbs, you're on the upper circ, brain and nerve. If I'm getting a hold of our beautiful lady, matter of fact, she just showed me, sent me some pictures here. Jurgita, the MS lady that's walking, her husband, the chiropractor. You get a hold of her and just follow down those same roads. You know, like I said, I have there's no neural rebuilding with vegetables. I can just tell you, I've had way too many cases. It is the fruit, berry, and melon level that is nerve regenerative. But also, I love the brain and nerve. I love the upper circ. These are things, and I'm going to keep coming out with. I've got a cell rejuvenator, and this has got the sumas, the American ginsengs, the Siberians, but it's got all the powerful babies in it, all the tissue rejuvenators, the cellular proliferators, and so makes it. I'm going to put a little, velvet antler in there too. This is going to be a very powerful bone marrow cellular rejuvenator. I'm going to suck that baby down.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited. Can you tell?
Yeah.
I'm like a kid in a candy store. When I make formulas, man, everything is rocking, because I only make them once in a blue moon, and when I do, the energy comes through me, and it's like, oh God, I have to do it. If I don't do it, and that's why I keep telling them to do research, and they keep waiting. I'm going, don't wait. It's coming. I got to do it.